The real reason Meghan Markle does not have any friends left. And it's not because she's leaving them.
Miss Dorito so much. I miss my life. It's cold as balls in London. With so much money that I can't spend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? Listen, folks, this is a big show, okay? There has been a lot of information that has come out, especially recently with, Downtown Brown or whoever wrote that scathing article that everything she does turns to crap. It's like, way to Johnny come lately, detective. Was it Tina Brown? Downtown Tina Brown? Listen, what can Brown do for you? All right. First of all, way to come in swinging when a way to kick a horse when they're down. All right, please. And I mean that both literally and figuratively. If you are going chopper per chopper, okay. If you go choppers to chopper comparison, and possibly like a horse came into a bar and the bartender said, "Hey, why the long face?" The same situation on the Jimmy Durante. All right, that's neither here nor there. So there's all this, she leaves everybody. She leaves everybody. Is that really the case? I just remember just recently, Sophie Gregory Trudeau, anywhere the wind blows. Married to that numbnuts. By the way, how did they meet? That's the other thing. And then I read another story that Jessica Baloney Maroney she's married to a prime minister. Am I reading that right? Am I thinking of the same things? How does she know all these people that are married to politicians and whatnot? A little odd, but that's not what this video is about. Okay, let's get back to business. But Sophie, who she was like, I don't really know her or whatever. Meanwhile, they were on the podcast bull-washing each other for whatever their chopped up, whatever the heck that video is. It's on my Patreon if you really want to listen to the behind-the-scenes stuff, all right? Alleged leaked audio. Anyways, but the point is this. So everybody's like, oh, she leaves everybody. Well, no shit, okay? I mean, she uses and she's out. You're a stepping stone, please. H is a stepping, he's a stepping pumpkin.
Look at the size of that boy's head. Shh. I'm not kidding, it's like an orange on a toothpick.
You know what I mean? She's a stepping pumpkin, that's it. But now she can't step away from the pumpkin, please. You know what I mean? She thought the pumpkin was going to turn into a carriage, and instead the pumpkin turned back into another pumpkin. And now she's stuck with the pumpkin. You know what I mean? Look, I'm getting off topic, all right? You got to stay focused here. The point is this. She's not leaving all of her friends. Her friends are leaving her, and I will tell you why. She is the worst. Both of these bulbs. I'm surprised there's even wattage going to that bulb. This is the same number. Could you imagine, for segue, side note, rant, NATO, okay? This is the same dip, all right, that said this is why they didn't have it on the podcast in the first place. He wanted his idea. This was his idea, okay? This is where he's at in his head. You know what? I would like to interview Putin, Xi Jinping, and Trump, and it's about their childhoods. I would love to sit around in a maybe we could all hold hands and talk about our childhood. It's like, what? And his documentary is about polo. Who's even statistically, how many people could possibly be interested in that? Zero. It's got to be less than a 0% of zero. I don't know what's 0 minus 0. It's probably still 0. I'm pretty sure. It's not the point. The point is this. She is not much brighter than him, clearly. Okay? With evidence by the fact that she launched a brand that wasn't even a brand that she could even launch. She trademarks it. She announces the whole thing, but there's nothing even to be done. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. But the point is this, folks. There is sunshine at the end of this rainbow. And this is what I'm bringing you today on a silver platter. I made a video. This was around the time that the whole situation happened. I don't want to go into old news, but you guys all know what happened with me. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. However, I have thought about this video. I don't know. I keep thinking about this video because I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make another one. And then lo and behold, you ask and you shall receive, and then bang, right into my lap. So here's the deal, folks. I have this video. I'm going to play you a conversation between her and this other dope. And I want you to realize why she does not have any friends, okay? This is a clear-cut case. Open and closed, Your Honor. You're out of order. She's out of order. But that's not even the point. She is the worst conversation in the world. I can only imagine what it must sound like between the two of these at their Montecito residence. Anyways, if you're in the mood for a chuckle and a laugh, you're in the right place, okay? If you came here for funny business, you're in the right spot, all right? Now, I'm going to play you this little conversation here. This was on her canceled. I can't even believe this bozo is trying to figure out how to make money. Meanwhile, she left whatever it was, $16 million on the table because she couldn't do another 12 hours worth of work. Don't get me going. I don't even know if you could count it work. There was nothing there. There was nothing there. She had like 20 people helping her. It's ridiculous. Look, I'm getting all over the board. I'm a little wound up. I'm going to play you this clip, okay? If you're, like I said, if you're in the mood for a chuckle, baby, you're in the right place, all right? Now, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice day. And who loves you, baby? All right, here's the clip.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to see you. I've met you before. You'll never remember it.
You're kidding.
Would I joke about that? This is great.
Oh God.
Just brace yourself.
This is going to ruin my day.
No.
Okay, so let's set this up. He's on the show. She's talking to him. She's like, "We've met before." He don't remember nothing, right? He's like, "Oh no." And now he's probably thinking in his head, you know what? I hope I didn't do something wrong. I hope I wasn't, we weren't somewhere where I was maybe, having a couple, pops or whatever and got a little loosey-goosey. Maybe I said something wrong and did something. That's what he's thinking in his head. And I don't blame him, because if somebody was setting this story up like this, you'd be thinking the same thing. Like, oh my God, what did I do? What happened? Blah, blah, blah.
No, it's not. I absolutely did not want to ruin Andy Cohen's day.
Okay, this is where by the way, this is the only podcast that I think I've ever heard where somebody, because she had 28 producers, allegedly. She's narrating a you know how dumb you gotta be? You almost gotta be as dumb to narrate a podcast as to label jam as it's a vintage piece of art. That's how only somebody that is that stupid that would label jam like it's a 1 of 50 of art would narrate and voice over a podcast when you're sitting there talking to somebody. But I continue. This is real quick here.
But for this reality TV powerhouse and host of the late night talk show Watch What Happens Live, I did need to set the table a bit to maybe go down memory lane when we met once upon a time. Or shall I say, twice upon a time.
Okay, now she's setting this up. This is gonna be big. This is gonna be an amazing story. This is like, you're like, oh, holy we're gonna hear something here today. We're gonna hear some shit today.
I met you twice. You ready?
By the way, I don't know who's shrieking. I don't know if both of them are shrieking or it's him or her. I don't know what's going on. Don't forget, she's feminist, 2024 here, okay? Shrieking like a, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about.
The first one, Suits wasn't even on yet. The pilot hadn't even aired, and there was...
Oh, thank God she catalogs time by when the Suits was on, because nobody would know what year that was. You know what I mean? Suits wasn't even on yet, so what is that? Let me do my Suits math, because that's what everybody lives by.
Some sort of event for USA and Bravo and all at It's at the SLS Hotel.
Oh, in LA. Okay.
Yeah. And I was such a huge fan.
Oh, no. And I ruined it. What did I do?
No, you didn't. You were perfectly.
Oh, no.
You did that thing where you like your eyebrows went up and I was just gushing. And I was like, oh, and you said, uh-huh.
Oh, God.
It's okay. And I said, that's fine. I still was a huge fan. And then...
Okay. Did you fall out of your chair? Did you fall on the ground? Are you down on the ground? Do you need to pause the tape? Are you shitting me? That's the story? I saw you at a convention. You looked at me. I was going and your eyebrows raised. That's the story? That's the story. That's... Okay. There's a part 2 to this, okay? Don't forget, this is a part 2. She set that up pretty big. That's the story. I saw you somewhere. Uh-huh. Yeah, oh, what did I do? What did I say? Oh, my God. Don't tell me, please tell me I was, at least wearing my clothes. No, nothing like that. What happened? I looked at you. Uh-huh. And, you kind of glanced over at me. Uh-huh. And then what? That's it. That's the whole story. What? What? Okay, here we go. This is part 2.
When we had maybe season 2 or 3.
Oh, thank God for this. Oh, so that's, what's that? No, 2000. Let me get my suits calendar out. It's like when you're trying to figure out like times tables or something. It's like okay, let me carry the season minus the
3. We were in New York.
Oh, no.
No, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
She's hysterical over this story. She is selling this story like there's no tomorrow. She's laughing. This is hysterical. We met once, possibly twice or thrice, or I mean, what the? Or the bag of rice. I mean, what? It
just shows. Don't sweat. Don't. He's like, he's breaking in sweat now.
Okay, go on. Season 2, and what happened?
I was so eager to be on your show because I was such a Housewives fan at the time.
She was eager to talk to anybody that had a microphone. Period. Go look at some of the tapes. She would talk to anybody. She'd sit down and she'd talk to a person in their living room if they happened to have a microphone. They're like, it's not even on. She's like, I don't even care. That's my mom and my aunt. I don't care. That's great. What do you want to talk about? Ask me a question about, suits or something. Please, I'll talk to anybody.
And I just couldn't get booked, Andy. So thanks for being here with me.
That's the two things. Let me tell you something. All right. Let's say I go out to eat or something. Okay. Hypothetically, you're at work, right? And there's a coworker. Maybe you two are, you don't really know each other, right? And one of you is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go to lunch. You want to go? Yeah, sure. We go. And they're like, I gotta tell you this story, right? And they tell you this story, right? I would never ever talk to that person again in my life. Tell me this woman has friends, please. What? Who's listening to this? What? We were somewhere. Oh no. What did I do? We were somewhere, right? And I looked at you. You looked at me. And then we didn't look at each other any longer. And then what happened? Nothing. That was it. Oh, okay. And then what's part 2? Part 2 is I wanted to get booked on your show, right? And I saw you, and you were getting in your car. Did I see you? No, I was driving by. Like, what? Who's listening to this? Who is listening to this? Please. A dog. You know what? I know how Broke Leg Beagle broke his legs. She was talking to him, and he just jumped out of the window. He couldn't take it. Guy had no choice. Holy shit! Tell me, you know what? Remember she went out on lunch with what's her face last year for her birthday or whatever, Portia. They don't even see each other anymore. Could you imagine? No, who's hanging out with this lady? These are the stories somebody's telling you. Could you imagine? And everything's calculated by what year Suits was on. Oh yeah, this was 3 years before episode 2 and 2 years after fucking episode 4. Which is that? What is that? Is it 2018, 2015? Nobody knows when that stupid show's on, hon. Nobody knows. Netflix has it on. They don't even know when it's on, okay? Please, nobody gives a shit. This lady has no friends, okay? Please. This is who H is listening to. This is the one. All right. I hope you guys had a little chuckle. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and do all that good stuff. You guys are the best.
LUVS you, baby. You're beautiful.